What's up, everybody? Today we have some new information on FromSoftware's next alleged game, which is Spellbound. Now, if this is the first time you hear about Spellbound, I'll catch you up very briefly. It is a game that allegedly leaked 5 months ago. It was simply a post on 4chan that described the game in great detail. It would be open world-ish, with a center area with a lot of side areas to explore. It would be focused on magic, and it would be set in the Victorian era. Now, fast forward 3 months later, an image was leaked with some more information, and this came from a second individual. Now, at first, everybody thought that the image was AI generated. It seemed obvious, but I did multiple tests. I wasn't able to recreate it, and Ziostorm did multiple tests. He wasn't able to recreate it as well. So the mystery deepens, and at this point, it's unclear whether Spellbound is real or not. But do keep in mind that most of FromSoftware's games do leak ahead of time. I saw images of Armored Core 6 way before it was officially announced. So back to Spellbound, this brings us to today's update. We have new information coming from the second leaker, which is the one that provided the picture. So here we go. Some minor updates on Spellbound. Hello everyone, it has been a while and I wanted to share with you some new information. There hasn't been much, to be honest. I have learned about Spellbound. For starters, I have gotten in contact with the original 4chan leaker and have spoken with them a couple of times, and we exchanged some information with each other to clear up the waters surrounding some info. I have gotten in contact with them via Ziostorm and this subreddit's moderator. I have spoken with them around a month and a half ago, and I have also spoken with them yesterday. I have gotten their permission to share some of what they have said, and besides, I will also share with you some other information or confirmations I have gotten since I have made my last post. Before I get into any further detail, I will personally confirm that the game will not be shown at the Game Awards this year, and it will instead be shown at around June 2024. The other leaker claimed he hasn't received any such confirmation, and he still says there is a chance of the game showing up on TGA 2023, so our views differ there. So probably whatever E3 substitute they will have around that time, Summer Game Fest, Microsoft Showcase, Sony Showcase, etc., they will show it there. The trailer will most likely be a gameplay trailer, and it will not be a cinematic trailer. The planned release date for Project Spellbound is still scheduled for around February-March 2025. I have received a potential name for the game from a pretty unreliable source that I don't trust myself, so I am not going to share it as to not spread misinformation. I also think it is way too early for them to settle on a name yet, but should there be any confirmed name, I will of course share it with you when I am able to. So far, so good. I don't think anybody reasonably expected to see a new game announcement at the Game Awards. We still haven't seen anything about Elden Ring's DLC. And a 2025 release date does make sense since FromSoftware announced that they will be pumping up their output. Let's keep reading. Here is a quick rundown of what we have talked about. The 4chan leaker has admitted to me that they have not seen any concrete evidence of any character creator, and that they have only seen the male character that is featured on the picture in my previous post. However, they have insisted that there are underwater areas and that the player character can swim, and that they have seen screenshots of the game showing these features. When I asked if they would share these screenshots, however, they have refused. We have also exchanged other questions between ourselves about minor details we have not discussed with the public to confirm if our info differs or not. One example of this would be what the player character is referred to as in the game. Example, Tarnish in Elden Ring, the Chosen Undead in Dark Souls 1, and both of our infos have matched, and there were other instances of other minor details about our infos matching. However, we have slight deviations in other minor details, but nothing that raises any red flags. I will update this post if I get permission to share further details from our conversation, but this is as much as I can share about our conversation at the moment. Now, the most important thing that has happened since my last update is 4 days ago, I have personally received an image of the map of the game. I cannot share it just yet, but I expect I will be able to soon. I have talked with the 4chan leaker, and they have told me that they have received the exact same map 5 days ago, so I am confident in the legitimacy of the map. To talk about it briefly, the map matches with what we both know. One central dungeon, which is the city Kenwraith, by the sea divided by channels like Amsterdam or Venice, an open world surrounding the main city dungeon, little villages spread across the open world, beaches, castles, etc. There are also names of some of the locations that are barely readable, and we are both pretty sure that the name of the main city is confirmed to be Kenwraith and not Genwraith. However, the other leaker suggested it might also be Kenwright due to how katakana is written. I am not really knowledgeable on that topic, so I won't make my own comments on that. Later on, I will be making a terribly drawn mock-up map of the game, and I will either make a new post or update this one. The other leaker has told me that making such a map might lead to other people making fake ones, but should any of you find such maps, you can post it under this post or just DM me, and I will debunk them if they are fake or tell if I've never seen them before. To end this, I hope you find this post a bit informative. I expect things to ease up a bit after TGA, and I expect to share more in-depth info about Spellbound, including more screenshots from the game. So as the leaker said, this is not a lot of new information, pretty much just confirming the announcement date, which would be June 2024, and the release date, which should be February-March 2025. Which kind of makes sense because FromSoftware has been upping their output, and they said that we should expect releases at a much faster rate, which is fantastic news. And at the same time, I think obviously they will go back to their roots somewhat. I do really hope that there will be an Armored Core 6 DLC, but besides that, I think it will be quite a while before FromSoftware does anything in the sci-fi or mech genre. I think the next game we will see from them will definitely be a Soulsborne title, because that's what made FromSoftware go so mainstream, is all the Soulsborne games. So honestly, I don't know how I feel about this one. It's not that much info, but the picture is still very hard to disprove, because I tried, Ziostorm tried, and this info is coming to us directly from the same guy that leaked the picture. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Is Spellbound your ideal game? If you want to catch up on the actual details of the gameplay, I'll link the 2 videos I made on the topic that were quite a few months ago. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys on the next one.